From Wagga to Hay. From Griffith to Tumut. Sally Bryant.
On ABC Riverina.
Now, you remember there was a lot of people in the arts in the regions who were aghast when the funding stress hit last year. And we're hearing that the New South Wales government have released a plan for the regional arts sector, and that includes funding to the tune of a bit over $5 million. It builds on existing New South Wales arts, culture and creative industries by addressing 6 what they describe as priority areas, including First Nations arts and culture, regional partnerships, networks, new regional creative spaces, internships and the like. So joining me to talk about what this might mean for the regional arts sector in our part of the world is Executive Director of Western Riverina Arts, Aanya Whitehead. Good morning.
Good morning, Sally.
Your initial thoughts about this announcement from the New South Wales government?
My initial thoughts is that the New South Wales government actually listened to the regional cry that came out about the funding issues, and we feel that this is real attention paid to the regions in terms of recognising that arts and culture is absolutely essential to our communities. And so I feel this is such a turnaround, and it's had a lot of consultation from the regional arts development officers themselves. We've had 11 of the RADO people on the working group. So it's been very carefully thought through, and the government has actually really carefully listened and are addressing it to the region specifically.
So the changes that are in this package, in what ways do they develop upon, improve upon a funding that existed under the previous model?
So the previous model did not have equity. It concentrated funding not to regional New South Wales, and regional New South Wales suffered in the last funding rounds, and especially the Regional Arts Development Officer Network funder, because there was a literal defunding of regional New South Wales in the last arts funding round. This actually addresses that in a really serious way, in a really thoughtful way. I think the priorities are really important, especially the first 2 relating to our regions, but it also concentrates on partnerships and recognises that arts is in all of our sectors, and that we can partner right through into health and education and venues, and it's really looking at it very carefully, and it's the beginning. So it's a 10-year plan, but it really has hit on the important elements that we're funding need. But importantly, it has addressed the funding. So there is actually a fund that will, one that is open now is a Strategic Partnerships Fund. So that was opened by this plan. And there's also a fund that will look at sustainability of the RADO network. So the RADO network, which is structural, it is a service model. It will not be damaged in any changes of funding. So we're not the RADO network is a unique network. It's a service model that's 80 years old. It's essential to the regions, and this really recognises that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because there are people in both the city and the country who tend to think of the arts as being somehow other. They are for other people. It's all very shiny and paintings and going to the theatre and that sort of stuff. But it is remarkable when you do the analysis of how it permeates every little corner of our lives.
Yeah, it is absolutely essential to our communities. It's a deep part of our human life experience. I mean, it is one of the oldest parts of us as humanity. I mean, so the arts is used in all sectors, and the arts is such an important pillar to a healthy community.
It's interesting too when you look at other, as you've already mentioned education, and I am aware of some work that's been done, say, between the arts and corrective services, the ways of improving people's mental health, improving people's access to the rest of society. The arts are a big part of that.
The arts are a very large part of any sort of healing element to or repatriation or rebuilding. So so the arts, every study, I mean, most studies or nearly all studies show the influence of arts on any sector, including education, health, justice, performance. Absolutely increases the percentage increase in outcomes is not stark. It's large. It's very impactful.
So it's good stuff. Now, if people want to find out more about what is there, what's available, how to find out more, is there like this one-stop shop, Aanya, where they can go and have a look?
Yeah, so they do. Heartland is a 10-year plan. It's been published. It's up on the New South Wales Government website. Western Riverina Arts will be doing a piece on it in the next newsletter, so people will be able to find out all about the new funding stream. And I particularly would encourage organisations and especially health and education to either contact their local RADO office or really look at that information in terms of the Strategic Partnership Fund, which is open and can look at initiatives that would involve arts into their work and be able to utilise arts for outcomes in those sectors.
Very good. Well, I have to say it's nice to hear some positive news, and it must be a shot in the arm for you guys. Thanks so much for speaking to me about this morning, Aanya.
It's fantastic news. We're really pleased with the attention, and thank you, Sally, for speaking with me this morning.
Very good. It's good news, isn't it? Because we know that the arts took a big hit last year and there was a lot of concern amongst arts practitioners and regional arts organisations, but it does sound as though there has been some good news.